So let's solve another problem. So the problem is that Brian drove from town P to Q. He traveled the first 36 kilometers at an average speed of 54 kilometers per hour. He traveled the remaining 96 kilometers at an average speed of 72 kilometers per hour. Find his average speed for the whole trip. So here we have P to Q. So here's P, here's Q, here's P, here's Q. And now we're going to find that for the first 36 kilometers. So these are 36 kilometers. So these are 36 kilometers. He's going to travel at 54 kilometers per hour. Okay. And then for the rest of the journey, he's going to travel at 72 kilometers per hour. So let's break down the journey in each uh, into two parts. So let's first compute the time taken for the first part. So this is going to be, so here we know the average speed is 54 kilometers per hour. Okay, so this is 36 kilometers, and this is going to be 96 kilometers. Okay, so this is the 54 kilometers. So let's find out, let's call this x. Okay, so now we want to find out what the time taken from P to X. So the time, so maybe I should use a blue color. So I'll use time from P to X. Again, please remember, I know this basic formula, which is really useful, that speed is equal to distance over time, which really implies time is equal to distance over speed, right? This is just a cross multiplication. If you will, I can move these guys across the fraction. Okay, so now this is going to be equal to, so time taken is going to be equal to distance over speed. The distance is 36 and the speed is 54. So that means this, when I divide them, so I can, they're both divisible by 18, and this is going to be equal to 2 over 3 hours. Okay, great. Okay, now I want to find out the time taken from going from X to Q, and I know the speed was 72 kilometers per hour. So now I can look at the time from X to Q. Again, I'll use the same formula. Time is equal to distance over speed. The distance is 96 and the speed is 72. I can again divide by 3 when I by 24. When I divide by 24, I'm going to get 3 here, and I'm going to get a 4 here, because 24 4s are 96, and I'm going to get an answer which is going to be equal to 4 over 3 hours, right? So then I can find the total time. So the total time would be equal to 2 over 3 plus 4 over 3, which would be equal to 6 over 3, which is equal to 2 hours. And hence, now I know the total distance and I know the total time, so I can find the average speed. So let me find the average speed right over here. So here's where I'll find the average speed. So the average speed is just going to be equal to the total distance over the total time. Now the total distance is just 36 plus 96, which is 132 kilometers, and I'm going to divide it by 2, and the answer is going to be equal to 66 kilometers per hour.